Hello everyone, my name is Anna. Anna, welcome back Health Fitness 1047. I wish you a nice day. Here is main news. Let's see then.
There was a place once called Babylon, not the legendary Hanging Gardens, nor the Greek wonder, but the place where Hollywood blossomed, then decayed, in a chronicle of sensuality, fame and ruin. Babylon was a glorious portrait of the golden age of cinema, a dream too extravagant to survive. Babylon, the latest film by director Damien Chazelle, is a chaotic symphony. A love song out of tune between the glory and the size of the souls who once believed that art could last forever. Under the scorching sun of the 1920s, the time when Hollywood was facing a life and death turning point when it changed from silent to sound films, three people stepped into that crazy whirlwind. With bright eyes and hearts that had not yet known fatigue. Jack Conrad, a fading star, who once dominated the silver screen, now struggling to find applause. Nellie Leroy, an ambitious silent film actress, who did not hesitate to swear. Breaking all the stereotypes of Hollywood ladies. And Manny Torres, a young immigrant with a desire to change his life, rushing into the entertainment industry like rushing into a sea of fire. They all love cinema, but that love is not enough to save them from the storm of the times. Hollywood, where fame is built on sand, where a name which shines today may be buried in oblivion tomorrow. Babylon does not beautify it, but lays it all bare. Damien Chazelle, director of La La Land, does not only tell a story with images. He creates a drunkenness. The camera is drunk. The soundtrack is crazy. The debauchery continues. The screams, the laughter, the groans blend into the suffocating atmosphere of a Hollywood in panic because of its own greatness. And in the middle of all that chaos is Nellie, played by Margot Robbie, impulsive, rebellious, unconventional, the embodiment of ruined innocence. She does not want to grow up, does not want to lose the first look that the audience gave her on the screen. She fights the cruelty of this industry by screaming loudly, by living fast, until there is nothing left to lose. Brad Pitt as Jack is the shadow of the legends who once dominated Hollywood, now struggling to hold on to a golden age. He walks among the old praises, like a ghost that refuses to leave. His death comes not from a bullet or accident, from the lights that had gone out, from the sound of the cameras no longer revolving around him. Manny was different. He was the only one left alive. He emerged from the mud, but the price he paid was his soul. He became a different person, a person who knew how to be silent, who knew how to compromise, who knew how to use laughter instead of tears. For Chazelle, Hollywood is not a dream, it is a nightmare wrapped in a beautiful ribbon. Babylon captivates people not because it is beautiful, but because it dares to say what the whole industry has deliberately forgotten. When Manny sits in the cinema at the end of the film, seeing an old film clip appear on the screen, tears fall, not because he misses his dead friends, but because he realizes, everything that was, has been buried. What remains is only a ghost of memory, forever living in the past. Babylon is not just a farewell to a glorious era that has passed. It is also a wake-up call for the present where cinema is gradually fading away, giving way to the small screen. Where audiences choose Netflix over sitting in dark theaters, where art is gradually being judged by views and the amount of money earned in the first week of release. Babylon tells us that filmmakers, whether rebellious, failed or lonely, dared to dream a dream. And when that dream was shattered, they still smiled because they had lived in the brightest light of their lives. That is why, although Babylon failed miserably at the box office, it is still a film worth watching. Not for entertainment, but for contemplation. Not for laughter, but for remembrance, about a dead Hollywood and a cinematic dream that is quietly fading into nothingness. Do you dare to enter Babylon, to see yourself among the shattered dreams?